Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the Wrestling Babble, here live at the Wrestling Babble studios. It's very, very late at night. We have just finished, it's got to be a first for the Babble podcast. We have literally just finished watching Roadblock, End of the Line.
We are back in the House of Babble.
Delightful. The Babble, the wrestling cast of the pod.
Yes.
That went terribly wrong.
Yes.
Today we're here to talk about Roadblock,
End of the Line.
As the bus driver said to Lisa
See,
Simpson.
we get the Simpsons in straight away, straight from the get-go.
Yep.
Boom, the wrestling podcast, Simpsons references aplenty.
Yes.
Now, Roadblock took place on December the 18th, 2016, from the PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We thought it said the Pants Arena.
I thought it said the Pants Arena.
It was a pretty pants arena, and apparently, from all things, if you believe everything you read on the internet, it was a pants response as well, because at one point, rumour has it, they were doing, was it buy one, get one free on tickets, because the sales were that low.
Yes, they were, yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, especially for a WWE show.
Yeah.
I know it's like not one that it's one of the main four, but it's
still
a WWE show.
Yeah, exactly. It's a pay-per-view.
Have they ever done buy one get one frees? I don't think they ever have.
To my knowledge, the only time they ever did anything relatively close to this was, ironically, Royal Rumble 1997, when HBK won the belt back in his hometown against Psycho Sid. Apparently, the gate was that low, they just started giving tickets away. A lot of things going on in this pay-per-view. You had, obviously, the big dog in the main event fighting Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
But aside to that, you had the Kevin Owens Chris Jericho story going, where it was like, are they friends? Have they fallen out? Are they not buddies anymore? We don't know.
Well, we're not there yet.
No, we will get there in due time.
So what was the first match of the evening?
First match for me, and I agree with when we record these podcasts and we watch the events, we do, as we've probably mentioned before, a total blackout where we'll avoid all forms of social media to try and stay away from finding out any results. But the one thing I did see across most websites was people calling the first match of the night the match of the night, which was the record-holding tag team champions, the New Day. This time it was Big E and Kofi Kingston defending against Cesaro and Sheamus, who have come from strength to strength, in my opinion.
Sheamus,
yeah. Cesamus. Shezo.
Let's make a name for them.
Yes.
There's a thing to start doing in the comments. Let's get a name together for Cesaro and Sheamus.
Yeah, you divil. Chuck some in the comment section down below, down there. Down past the adverts for hot Russian girls wanting your area and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Pass all that. Think Radulina and all those kind of ones. Yeah. Let's have fun. So anyway, let's talk about the match.
Wow.
And it was match of the night.
Without question. I mean, we've seen this match time and time again on Raw and different other pay-per-views, but it just seemed like this match in particular, this time they did the match, they went above and beyond. Yeah. You know, it was odd because you saw a lot of the spots that you've seen before, like the Cesaro being monkey flipped out the corner by Kofi and landing on his feet, going back to Kofi, doing it to him. But you've seen it before, but
great.
There was just something special about what they did in the ring tonight. Big E needs to stop doing that spear through the ropes.
It's gone a lot safer.
Oh yeah, it looks a lot safer than it has in the past, but bugger me. I mean, imagine the whole name of the game in sports entertainment is to make moves look dangerous, but do them as safely as possible.
Bret Hart them.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But you've got a man the size of Big E Langston. You know, the guy's as tall as he is wide.
You'll wreck your house.
Yeah, he will tear your house apart or crack a window for Big Whoop.
But he won't harm the children.
No. It's just, oh, man. He's going to hurt himself. I mean, I've seen him land on his head a few times. You're thinking, bloody hell, just wind your neck in before it gets compressed. And you're walking around like you haven't got a neck. You know, he'd look even creepier then. He'd look awful.
He then would be the creepy uncle.
Yeah. Scary, scary man.
Yes.
My favourite spot in this match, bar all the sort of the New Day, the numbers game. Yeah, you know, the free bird rule where the three of them are there. Bar all that where it just wasn't working. It wasn't working.
Yeah.
My favourite spot came at the end of the match The fake tag.
That was so
I
clever.
love that so much.
Clever.
Psychology.
Yes, psychology.
In-ring psychology. You don't get a lot of that anymore.
No, you don't.
It's just about making Roman Reigns look strong.
Oh, yeah.
Even if he's not in the match, you've got to make him look strong.
Yeah, of course you have.
You've got to get Roman his heat back.
Yeah, of course you have.
So,
You've got to make Roman look tall.
Exactly. But that was a genius move.
Yeah.
Genius spot, that.
Because when they did it, you kind of went, and I said, fake tag.
Yeah, you kind of thought, have they made a mistake? And he was like, no,
it's a fake tag.
Yeah.
It's a fake tag, and it's really clever.
I love that.
Yes, it was.
And go on.
I was just going to echo what you were saying, really. Everything about the match was great. Couldn't complain about it at all. It was such a well-executed match. Pretty flawless, to be honest.
Yeah.
There wasn't any bitchy like, ooh, hang on, that was a bit of a clumsy thing. But no, it was pretty flawless. Everyone looked great in it. Not a single person came out of this looking weak.
No.
And a really nice finish where they had New Day kind of hand over the titles.
Yeah,
I thought that was
like
really
passing
nice.
The torch sort of
exactly.
Thing.
Okay, yeah, Sheamus did his all. I got
he's
the
got
both belts. Yeah, exactly.
Sheamus.
Exactly. They've got to have the whole yay, boo, yay,
It's
boo.
Sting and Lex Luger, isn't it? But all in all, fantastic match. Love the way that the... So there wasn't really a heel team in it. They were just like...
That's what I said at the start.
Yeah.
It's nice to see two faces going off against each other. I know Sheamus is the heel, but...
He's a lovable rogue.
He's going to start becoming a face now, isn't he? Because obviously they're champions. But I liked it. I thought it was such a good match. Like I said, it was pretty flawless, to be fair. And it was one that I think you should go back and watch. I might go back and watch it again.
Love the way that they just cut the ring. It's like, even from the beginning,
cut the ring
they cut
in half.
and basically it was a case of get rid of Biggie. They knocked him out of the equation. And every time Kofi went for the tag, I was like, oh, he's not there.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
It's just, like I say, psychology.
Classic tag team strategy.
Yes. Fantastic. And it only went for 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. In the nicest way possible, it felt longer.
Yeah, it did.
Because I guess because there was so much story and so much action going on, it felt like a 20-minute match.
Yeah. 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely shocked.
I know, yeah. Well, match that also went 10 minutes to the second.
Oh yeah.
Was the second match of the night, which was for me, he's pretty hot at the moment. Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Fighting Braun Strowman, or Ball Snorman as I call him.
Ball Snorman.
I'm going to have a little rant now.
Shall I step out now? Just leave you for 10 minutes?
No. I don't see the appeal.
No.
Aesthetically, I can see he's a big dude. He's got in-ring talent. He's powerful. He's imposing. He's got a very threatening look.
Yeah.
He almost... for lack of a better comparison, reminds me of when Khali first came in, and he wasn't a sort of jigging bugger that was
stealing kisses.
Yeah, stealing kisses and was a bit of a joke. He was a legitimate monster, and he wrecked people. And I can see the comparison there, but I don't see the guy as... We said while the match was on, I can see him as a solid top-end mid-carder.
Like a US title.
Yeah,
guy.
US title, and I think he'd dominate that sort of thing. You've only got to look at Mark Henry. It took the guy nearly 20 years to get to...
Well, he got his championship.
Yeah, he got, to get into the world title picture, it took him nearly 20 years. I don't think they should rush Braun Strowman through. Like I say, build him up, get him... he's finished the whole squash thing. Chuck him in some real wars.
Yeah.
Chuck him in with Roman Reigns. Chuck him in with Biggie Langston or...
Samoa Joe.
Yeah. Chuck him in with some, legitimate threats.
Yeah.
And then you can say, he's the next big monster heel. He's the next this. He's the next that. Because at the moment, who's he beaten?
Yeah.
With the exception of giving Sami Zayn a damn good hiding, he's not done anything.
Well, he did fight everyone's favourite, James Ellsworth.
Yeah, there is that, everyone with two hands has a fighting chance.
Exactly.
But, they've got to do something with it because they can't just go off, the land of the giants for me is no more.
No.
You look at the top guys at the Fed at the moment, you've got Seth Rollins, you've got Kevin Owens, you've got Chris Jericho, AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, The Miz.
Finn Balor.
They all probably weigh about 10 stone between them.
Yeah.
They're not big dudes. That time, the time of your Barbarians and your Herculeses and your Hogans and Ultimate Warrior, it's gone.
Tugboats.
Yeah.
And Loch Ness.
Yes, getting too big to fit in the chippy.
Yes.
Fat bastard. Shouldn't be mean, he's dead.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, but they had the. It's been an interesting lead up for this one, for the whole thing of Sami Zayn wants to prove himself to Mick Foley. You know, put me in a match with Braun. No, I'm not doing it. Yeah. He even lost his teeth at one point.
Yeah, he did,
Mick Foley. I saw that on. I think it was on Botchamania.
Yeah.
Zayn is like, oh, you know, put me in a match. If you don't believe in me, I'll go to SmackDown and they'll believe in me and blah 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 blah. So Foley granted him. If he said Strowman had said, oh, he won't last 10 minutes in the ring with me. So Foley said, oh, I'll give you 10 minutes, and if you can do it, you've got me respect. Sami Zayn.
Where have you gone?
Yeah. I mean, the dude's a former NXT heavyweight champion.
I think we should start putting him on the milk cartons next to Apollo Crews.
Definitely. They'd be down the Labour Club playing snooker with each other next, you know.
Because Sami Zayn's an amazing talent. You only have to look back on his match with Shinsuke, his matches with Kevin Owens and all that stuff. Great stuff. You cannot deny that Sami Zayn is a top talent.
And I think he's worth. I mean, I would stick him on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And get him in some sort of program with the Miz.
Yeah.
Because I'm sick of seeing Miz and Ziggler now.
Well, Miz and Ziggler's finished now.
Well, yeah,
it's all over now.
But you know what I mean, don't you? You know, I'd like to see that. Because I think they complement each other very, very well.
Exactly. But unfortunately, he's on Raw and they don't know what to do with him. So it's like, chuck him in with Braun. See, I have a theory, and we talked about this while we were watching it. I have a theory that because Kevin Owens currently has the Universal Championship, and they've said Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will not fight again, even though they did it about a week or so ago on Raw.
Yeah.
They don't want them fighting again, really. No. So they're waiting for Kevin to drop the title.
You're Michael Cole.
Maybe they'll have Chris versus Kevin.
Yeah.
At Wrestle. And as soon as Kevin drops the title to Chris, they'll
Samuel will step up.
Sam will step up.
Yeah.
And become the Universal. That's my theory. If you haven't guessed yet, he hates it when Michael Cole says things like, oh, Chris just jumped off the top rope, or here comes Kevin.
Yeah. Oh, a fantastic move there from Roman.
Yeah.
It's like, bugger off. You're not the mate or nothing.
Yeah.
You're probably you're John Cena's pal, but that's about it. It's sort of, for me, it ranks up with JBL and his fake smile.
And the power of.
Yeah, the power of John, Big Match John.
Yeah.
Power of Roman Reigns.
All those catchphrases that you can play bingo with.
They're fun to watch.
Yes.
The death knell for any talent in the Fed.
Yes.
They're fun to watch.
Yeah. I think this kind of says how good this match was between Braun and Sami.
The fact that we're talking about JBL.
The fact that we're talking about other things. Yeah, this match was really boring. I can say this straight to camera. It was very boring.
Yeah, there's not much happened. It was
the most we got was maybe Mick Foley's sweatpants and then getting pulled down by Sami, and then he went, yeah, took the towel.
Threw a knotted towel into the audience.
That's as much as we got out of it.
I wonder if that towel's on eBay.
It probably is. Sami Zayn towel on eBay. Yes.
So have a look if it's on there. This is just I don't even know. But no, it was a for me it was a boring match.
Yeah.
Not if it just where for me it should have been all about getting Zayn over to make him look like, you know, the underdog and
the underground.
Yeah, the this and the that. It was, for me, it was more along the... Nah, it's not on there. It's just Sami Zayn toys. That's a load of crap. For me, it was more about making Strowman look like a monster again.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, well. What's the next match?
The Architect, the laughing policeman himself, Seth Rollins, versus Alan Sparklecrotch.
Kevin King.
Yeah, Kevin McAllister's dad, Chris Jericho. He's got the Shut up. He's got the ultimate dad hair now.
Seth versus Chris.
Yeah. Sethrick,
yeah.
Versus Christopher.
Yes.
He is the ultimate dad now.
Yes.
Because I got visions of him sort of being at home with his t-shirt tucked into his stonewashed jeans.
Going up to his daughters like, hey, what are you doing? Are you having fun?
Hey, dad, bugger off. You're like,
I'm in a rock band, you know, you stupid idiot.
Yeah. Basically, Chris Jericho is Steve Wright in the afternoon, isn't he? That's what I envision him to be. Obviously, you know, he gives it the, the cool heel thing that he just hates people.
Oh, I love it.
But, I mean, yeah, I applaud the man for doing it. You know,
That's all
he
I have
is
to say.
absolutely... Yeah, there it is on that child-sized t-shirt. But, yeah, I think he probably is Steve Wright in the afternoon when he goes home, cracking dad jokes and sort of sitting back and laughing. Like,
First thing I'm going to say... What is he?
he's just licking his balls.
Fair enough. The stupid idiot section.
Oh, yeah.
And Chris is just like...
You could see it in his sort of scowl that he was marking out.
Yeah.
It's like, this gimmick is so over.
Yeah. It was good. If you didn't see what it was basically a load of people. Do you remember the Cesaro section signs? They had those, but they had Chris Jericho's face on it, and it had stupid idiot section. So good. So good.
Just, there's only one thing that could top off this, because obviously, give it another couple of months, maybe after Rumble, Jericho will be gone again until maybe the end of the year.
I know, it's
maybe
sad,
next Survivor Series or something.
It's sad, isn't it?
Oh yeah, because he'd be out with his band and just being Steve Wright in the afternoon. But there's only one way to top off this Jericho run, and that's with some sort of title reign.
Yeah.
Not world title, nothing like that, but he's got to
have a title before he goes.
It's been too long since we've had Jericho hold a belt.
I know.
So...
I know technically Jericho's only around now to help make other guys either look good or to kind of coach them a little bit. Obviously, that's probably why he had feuds with Ambrose. That's probably why he's had little things with Rollins and little.
Well, that's why they've stuck him with Kevin Owens. I think.
Yeah.
As much of a talent and a package that Owens is, this is and he is over, and he's done that all by himself.
Yeah.
But now he's just
he's over.
Yeah, he's over the over. Like.
Yeah.
He's just, it's unbelievable. But
so let's talk about the match.
Seth Rollins, despite what Bret Hart seems to think, and Bret, if you're watching the show,
we do like you.
We do like you, mate.
We were cheering for you all those years ago.
He is just, he's a talent. All right, he's made a few boners, but, in more ways
than one.
Yeah. He is, at times, he is the booty spankings PI of, but he's brilliant.
Yeah.
I like him, and I like what he does. I like his character.
Well, he's good on the mic. He's good in the ring. He's good all around, really. So he is. You can tell why they've put him as a top face in the company. Oh,
there he is.
Homer's come to join us.
Is there anything you'd like to add?
Yes. So Seth Rollins is a top talent, and every match I've seen, I'll never forget the first time I saw him in the ring, and it was it Rumble with the triple threat with Cena and Brock Lesnar? Yeah, that, I was just like, this is the guy I want to follow.
For me, that cemented him as being a top dude.
Yeah.
To hang and bang with, go on in, off you go. Go
and have a lie down.
Lick your balls or something. For me, that cemented him as being, when you're in the ring with two guys like Brock Lesnar and John Cena, those are, despite what the internet community says, they are the two biggest names in pro wrestling, or sports, or whatever you want to call it. They're the two biggest names.
Yeah,
simple as that.
Yeah,
So for him to hang and bang with those two as well as he did, I don't think he's going to piss anywhere.
No.
For me, that cemented him as a top guy.
Yeah,
and his work with Jericho.
Yeah,
it's just because Jericho is amazing,
he
is. Rollins is even, is as good, and I would strongly say he is as good. Seth Rollins wrestles like someone who's got the experience of Chris Jericho. What are you giggling about now?
Him there sneaking around.
He's just snooping.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Holmes?
Come on, Holmes. Yeah, you carry on.
Yeah, he's just... The guy is years ahead of his age. The guy is just the way he wrestles. He's just got so... He wrestles, like I say, he wrestles like a man who's got experience.
Yeah.
And he's just... He's brilliant. He is absolutely brilliant.
Well, one thing I can say about this match, and it's a bit disappointing, really. It was a good match. I can't really remember much that happened.
No. The only thing I do remember was the whole Kevin Owens coming out. See, I could see now why they did it.
Yeah.
Because it was a case of to get over the story for when...
for when the ending happened.
Yeah, for when the ending happened. But it didn't need it.
No.
For me... Jericho, I know it sounds really silly and a bit of a cop-out, but Jericho cheating on his own would have been enough for me.
Yeah.
Just to get his heat back as being a heel. But yeah, it was. I love both guys, but I don't think it was the best we've seen, and I think there's more to come out of these two.
Yeah.
I just hope they don't think, we've got Kevin Owens, we've got Jericho, Rollins and Reigns are on the same page again.
Yeah.
Let's chuck them all in a tag team match. We don't need to see that.
We
don't need to see that.
No. So what was the next match?
It was the Cruiserweight match, which for me was pretty much the dead spot.
Except the ending.
Yeah, except the ending. It was a typical run-of-the-mill Cruiserweight. Now, I've not watched any of 205.
I've watched one or two of them.
Purely because I don't, and as time has gone on with the Cruiserweight on Raw and stuff, I think the problem is, there's some fantastic wrestling in there. There's some really good work and there's some fantastic spots and what have you, but in this, at this level, you need characters.
Yeah.
I know, and I was one of the ones, and I'll hold my hands up and admit, I was one of the ones singing from the rooftops saying it should be a show about wrestling. But I think because people don't get it,
yeah,
and you think, even though the Fed have got their hardcore wrestling fans who are fans of real wrestling, majority of their audience wants to see characters, basically superheroes.
Yeah.
So,
because they're trying to do it now quickly, because like the outlandish rich one, and the gentleman Jack Gallagher.
I think he's brilliant.
Yeah, he's brilliant. Yeah, don't get me wrong, he's brilliant. And you got like the Brian Kendrick.
Well, he's always had that.
The man with the plan.
Yeah,
and all that. And
Kendrick's always been a character, though.
Yeah. But you get what I mean, that the other guys, they're trying to now give them characters.
Yeah.
But I think it's too little too late. It's a shame because the guys in the Cruiserweight division are really talented guys.
A lot of those guys, I would even go as far as say, have probably got more wrestling talent than a lot of the top guys on the WWE roster.
Exactly.
But unfortunately, because they've got all the personality of an undercooked hash brown,
they're
never going to get over with a mainstream audience.
No, and that's the shame. And it's unfortunate because the Cruiserweight Classic,
it was brilliant.
It was amazing, absolutely. But because that was catered towards people who appreciate the art and sport of it, as soon as it comes to the main picture or the main roster, people are just like, I don't want to see this. Where's John Cena?
Yeah, exactly.
And people would say, well, that's just the ignorance of a main roster crowd, but
that's the audience they're trying to pull in.
Yeah, exactly.
If they want it to be successful and to carry on, they've got to try and pull in that, because that's the audience. Like I say, they're not catering to wrestling fans, they're catering to the ones that watch Raw every week because they like the stories and the characters. It's not about the wrestling for them.
And I know people would say along as well with this, they would say, well, it isn't for them, it's for us who like it, but you've got to kind of cater for everyone. That's where I think like your main roster guys and that. To be fair, NXT as well, that's where they get it right, because they have a nice blend of everything.
Well, then not only do they showcase the biggest superstars and the biggest personalities in wrestling, but they showcase, paraphrasing what Paul Heyman said about ECW, not only do we want the most extreme and violent hardcore matches, we want to showcase the best wrestling, the best cruiserweights.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, there's a lot more casual sort of entertainment character fans and there is pro wrestling fans.
Yeah.
But the biggest spot of this match, none of us seen it coming.
No.
And it got so over.
I actually said, didn't I? Neville should be in the Cruiserweights.
Yeah. And then he come out.
Up he comes. I'm like,
got a beard and everything now.
Yeah. He looked huge.
Oh, yeah, he looked jacked. He looked like a big old Roydie Magoo.
Oh, yeah.
But, and it was amazing how over he was.
Yeah.
But I think that told a story in itself for the fact that the crowd were how they've sandbagged Neville for a little while before he went away. He came out and destroyed Rich Swann and TJ Perkins. They were like, the crowd were like, "Thank you, Neville."
Yeah,
that tells you everything you need to know about 205 Live.
Yeah,
but I like how he's come back and basically put the cruiserweights on watch, and I'm back. I'll thrash all your hide your devils, and that sort of nonsense. And I reckon that's what he'd probably say.
Yeah,
because he's of the British sort of.
He's gonna go for a title.
I hope he does,
and we'll have another British champion.
Yeah.
Join the Brit Club.
Bloody hell, aye.
Yeah. Right, next match.
In the unfortunate piss break spot, you had, for the first time ever, Sasha Banks fighting Charlotte, or Charlotte Flair, as they keep pushing it.
What? For the first time?
Yeah, I've
really?
not watched this
I've not seen this match before.
Yeah, this, I don't know if you
Shame.
can... Yeah, in case you can't tell, I'm being sarcastic. You stink. You got a lousy, senile, buck-toothed old mummy with bony girl arms.
And you smell like an elephant's butt.
Exactly.
Come on, Joe, you have to twist my arm. Homer, I don't tell you how to do your job, okay? I can crush him like an ant.
Yes.
Can't be too easy. No revenge the dish served cold. I'll bide my time till... Oh, what the hell, I'll just crush him like an ant.
Spat that.
That's talent.
Yes.
Bottle that. Anyway.
I wouldn't.
Anyway, so we had Sasha versus Charlotte Flair once again for the WWE Women's Championship.
The hot potato title.
The hot potato title, but this was a 30-minute Iron Man match. Because we've never seen that. Well, we have. We haven't seen that before, of course, because it wasn't Sasha and Bayley.
No, I commented on that when it said first time ever. It was like, hang on, and it was like WWE.
Yeah.
It wasn't NXT where Sasha Banks was making kids cry.
Oh, yeah.
That was just brilliant.
Yeah.
She's making kids cry, brah.
I was massively disappointed with this.
This, for me, was let down of the night.
Yeah, it was. It was a massive letdown because these two ladies have done amazing things in the ring. I mean, don't get me wrong. There was storytelling in the match, which is good. This is a positive. There was some little good moments, but in general, I just got very bored. And I think it's partially down to the fact that we've seen these two ladies fight for so long.
Yeah.
And we're all kind of tired of it now.
It just goes to show, going back to the first match where we said we'd seen New Day against Cesaro and Sheamus time and time again. But when done properly, the spots you know and are familiar with because you've seen them for the last 12 months every week on Raw, when they're done correctly and amped up to 11, they still have the power to make you go, whoa, bloody hell, look at that!
Yeah.
But this is what happens when those familiar spots aren't done sort of with enough heart and sort of drive behind them. Because the pair of them, they even looked as if they was like, oh, we've done this before. Yeah. There's nothing else we can do.
Yeah.
You know?
It was just a massive letdown because, like I said, it was just... You were hoping for something really special because you were like...
After the Falls Count Anywhere match on Raw...
That's where it should have ended.
Yeah, we said that, didn't we?
They were saying, this is the final chapter. Oh, we're not going to let the final chapter be done with a count-out, so that's why it's going to be a Falls Count Anywhere match. And I was like, yeah, awesome. And it was great. But then, for some reason, they probably didn't have enough time to start booking another rivalry before Roadblock.
End of the line.
So they had to do...
Man off the
Simpsons. They had to do Charlotte Sasha again. And it's like...
It fell flat from the minute the bell rang until it finished at the 30...
Well, by the sort of the 10-minute mark, it kind of picked up a little bit. And you're like, ooh. But...
The crowd went into it.
One thing I will say, and I'm disappointed I did this, but I kept looking at the clock.
Yeah, you're thinking how long's left?
Yeah, how long's left? Oh God, we've only been on 5 minutes. And it's such a shame because I'm probably one of the few guys around who really champions the women's division because there's some...
Well, they're fantastic.
They're amazing talents. But it's just a shame to see this happen. I mean, sure, we got a woman being busted open, which all right, quite interesting.
It was accidental, but
still, it was something you don't see.
No, but what tells the story for me, like you were saying about you kept looking at the clock.
Yeah,
this was half an hour.
Yeah,
and I myself as well kept thinking, oh, how long's left? I can honestly say, hand on heart, I watched WrestleMania 12 live. And first ever Iron Man match, HBK versus Bret Hart, the night Michaels won his first heavyweight title.
The boyhood dreams come true.
Yeah, that went for an hour.
Yeah.
And not once did I look at the clock and think, oh, God. It was a case of, it was more along the, how long's left? Oh, bloody hell, there's not long left, and no one's scored a pinfall or anything yet. Where in this, it was like, oh, how long's left? Oh, bloody hell.
To tie it to sort of the women's division, when Bayley and Sasha did it.
That didn't feel like a chore to watch.
No.
It was a case of this could have gone for an hour.
Yeah, holy crap, why is it only half an hour?
Yeah,
we want
exactly.
more kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, they made Izzy cry. But this was so boring. It was such a shame.
And you could kind of see the
I hate the finish.
The ending spot of the match, of the initial match was Sasha Banks tapping out to the figure 8.
Yeah, at the last few seconds.
Yeah, and it was a bit like, you could see it coming, you could see it coming, yeah.
But I was hoping it'd be like, oh, well, Sasha lost, but then in the overtime she get the victory. No, and I don't know why they're not keeping the title on her. I don't understand. I really just don't understand it. I know it's probably going to be a case of, well, we want Bayley to feud with Charlotte now.
Yeah, because they're not going to put two faces together, are
No,
they?
but it's like, just...
Yeah, I know what you mean. I do know what you mean.
Just keep the belt on Sasha and just have Sasha Bayley again. Have Sasha turn on Bayley and do the whole heel thing. Do that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, now who's Sasha going to fight against?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's she going to... Emelina.
Oh,
when she eventually debuts.
Yeah.
But I kept saying, if Charlotte wins this, I'm going to be pissed off.
Mm.
And Charlotte won. So I'm pissed off. But, yeah, disappointing. Really massive shame. I just wish it wouldn't have gone this way, but unfortunately
I wouldn't say it was a crap match. But it was a case of it wasn't the worst match of the night.
It was tired.
It was the biggest letdown.
Yeah,
I thought that was what went against it.
The shot of the girl at the end from the audience when Charlotte got the pin. They cut to a girl in the audience. It was kind of like, do you know the shot they use a lot where it's like the girl in the audience, like the old one.
Ms. Girl.
Yeah, Ms. Girl. Is that what she's called?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, do the shot of Ms. Girl.
Should be by here somewhere.
Yeah, Ms. Girl. They did a similar one. They found another girl in the audience with a similar face. I said, that's me right now.
Yeah.
So, does that come to our main event?
Yeah, it's the main event of a relatively mediocre pay-per-view because it was the last one of the year. They wanted to go out with a bang. It was more of a fizzle.
Yeah.
This was the Big Dog.
Went out with a little explosion.
This was the Big Dog celebrating the independence of his country by blowing part of it up.
Yep.
There's another Simpsons reference for you.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns versus the prize fighter, Kevin Owens. Kevin, yeah.
Roman v. Kevin.
Kevin McAllister.
If only we could ask David Bowie.
Oh, he'd tell you Kevin was going to win.
Yeah, definitely.
Good old Kevin saves the day.
Exactly.
No one knows what we're on about, but I don't care. It's late.
Yes.
And Brother Holmes wants to go to bed.
Yes.
He's been eyeballing us for the last 2 hours.
Yes. So, thoughts on this one?
I'm had enough of them constantly, no matter what he does, trying to make Roman this, because I think they just need to accept that people aren't gonna take him in, and they're not gonna invite him round for this dinner and things like that. They've got to accept that people don't like him, but they just keep on, like we joked about before. You've got to make Roman look strong. Case in point, the one part for me that comes to mind, with the exception of all the Reigns starting off strong and knocking Owens about, was Kevin Owens hit the and it made we called it, didn't we? It was the cannonball spot in the corner. Kevin Owens had Reigns in the corner. He went at the other corner and did the ooh-ah thing. Hit the cannonball. We thought it was brilliant, and Roman literally popped back up and hit him with the Superman punch. It was like
doing some hawk selling.
Yeah, it's like, that's a bit crap. Come on, it's supposed to be Kevin Owens' big move, and you just sandbagged the crap out of it, you big dirty gypsy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to say something quite controversial now.
You like Roman Reigns?
No. He is getting better.
Oh, yeah, it is.
His in-ring ability is getting there, but you say I hate the fact that even though if they would have left it a little bit longer, you probably would have had better results, but because they've rushed him, like we've all said from the start, that's why people have turned their backs on him, because they're like, well, you're just rushing him because you want him champion.
Yeah.
If they would have left it to maybe about now.
Yeah, to put the belt on him for the first time.
Yes, I think it would have been a little bit more successful because his in-ring ability is getting better, his mic work is getting better, but because they rushed him, people are like, I don't want this. I can tell you just see him as your golden child.
I mean, he had potential from the beginning.
Yeah.
From the days of the Shield, I remember the first Rumble that the Shield were in, and Reigns was at the end with Batista, And it got to a point where you were rooting, because you didn't want Batista to win, but you were happy. It wasn't just a case of anyone but Batista needs to win this. It was a case of Reigns has really worked at this. We need Roman Reigns to win.
Yeah.
And they should have capitalised that and built on it. Not a case of, they should have capitalised and built on him being a strong worker and a tough guy. Not a case of, we want to build him as the next flipping Hulk Hogan or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just...
There were some funny moments in the match. Kevin Owens saying, "Why didn't you put your belt on the line?
If you're such a big guy and all this." And you physically saw Roman Reigns start to laugh. Yeah, match finished. Jericho come running down. For a split second, you thought he's turned on his best friend because he delivered the code breaker to Kevin Owens. Even I jumped there and went, no! Yeah. But it was all an elaborate ruse. It was an elaborate ruse.
They were Kane and The Undertaker in cahoots.
Yeah, they were in cahoots. There's not enough cahooting goes on anymore in wrestling.
We need more cahoots.
Yes.
Where's the hoots? Put that on a t-shirt.
Yes.
Where's the hoots? Wrestling Babble.
Yes. But yeah, and then obviously, as is the way, you can't have the heels going over. So Seth Rollins came out. Roman Reigns hit Kevin Owens with a spear. They put Jericho through the table like the Shield used to.
And then they did it to
Kevin Owens at the top of the ramp. Show finished.
And a nice shot of Roman standing tall over a downed champion. So basically make Roman look better than your champion.
Yeah, make the mid-carder look stronger than the top face guy of the flagship show.
Exactly.
Well done.
Yes, you succeeded there.
Yes, well done, Fed.
I was kind of hoping that they'd get Kevin up to the top of the ramp and Seth would be standing there and then Hunter would come out.
Yes. Don't start.
Oh, I love it.
Brian Blessed is looking at you.
You've just dug yourself a grave.
No. Taking souls and digging holes.
Exactly.
Like the Undertaker.
Yes. Who's on SmackDown.
All in all, I love how much Corey Graves marks out over Bobby Roode.
Yes.
I watched...
Because that's relevant.
Yeah, I watched... Well, he was on the show.
Yeah, I guess.
I watched NXT this week, and if you're watching NXT at the moment, they're doing they did the series of matches to find out who's going to be in the Fatal 4-Way to decide the next number one contender for the NXT title.
Come on, Bobby Roode.
And Bobby Roode was involved in one of the matches, and I'm a huge mark for Corey Graves anyway.
He has a man crush on
I'm
him.
a massive fanboy of Corey Graves. The dude is just cool. And it's a shame his career...
Corey Graves, if you're watching.
Yeah, it's a shame his career got cut as short as it did, because I think the guy had potential.
Yeah.
But he never ceases to amaze me when he marks out for Bobby Roode.
It's awesome.
And this week he come out and he was like, hallelujah. Something along the line, I can't remember the exact quote. It was something along the lines of feeling this spiritual is usually reserved for church on Sunday. Can I get a hallelujah? And he's just, it's just amazing.
Well, when the women come down as well, and he's proper mark, like Eva Marie's like,
she's so beautiful and she's so smart and funny.
Yeah, and then when he realised that Eva Marie wasn't coming to Raw, he's like, so we're not getting Eva Marie then.
Yeah.
He just looks so sad. Did you want to run in the telly and give him a hug?
Yeah.
And pat his nice hair. He said his haircut.
I know, it still looks pretty Ace Ventura.
It's not as big, though.
No.
Someone must have said to him, you're being called Ace Ventura on
you
the
look
internet.
a knob, mate. Wind your neck in.
You're being called Ace Ventura on the internet, you better cut it back a little bit.
Yeah, and he probably went...
Yeah. So final thoughts on Roadblock.
End of the line.
I hope that little man's face is going to pop up every time you say that.
Perhaps.
As far as an end of the year,
I could burp. You did.
Grim Tales. Yes,
we've got a Grim Tales reference in there now.
As far as an end of the year pay-per-view goes, I thought it was disappointing. I thought the best match of the night was the first match of the night.
It exhausted everyone.
Yeah, no, like we said, we usually reference it every month. Cena and AJ at SummerSlam, everyone was emotionally exhausted afterwards, and they didn't bond. But unfortunately for Roadblock end of the line, this happened at the very beginning of the night.
Yeah.
So no one give a shiny shite after that.
Yeah.
You know, they were too busy sort of slapping the shoulders like in a Ric Flair style
Yes.
and stuff like that. So, yeah, I thought it was disappointing. For the last pay-per-view of the year for the flagship show, I thought it was very, very disappointing.
I thought it was really below average. It had a couple of nice moments, but other than that, it was just average, well, below average, and it was kind of a low way to end the year. It was a shame, but we got the Rumble next.
Yes.
That's when it'll all be on the road to WrestleMania.
Get in your car.
Get in your car. Ready for Fastlane. Come on, JBL. Hop in your ride.
Yes. In his big limo with the horns on the front.
Yes, popping bottles in the club.
In the club. Him and Farouk.
Yes.
Yes. But, yeah.
That's it.
Disappointing. 2016.
It's been all over the place, really.
It has. From the low points of Seth Rollins basically being buried by Bret Hart online, to the high spots of the broken Matt Hardy saga.
Yeah,
wrestling has been a funny old one this year.
It has.
But
let's see what 2017 brings.
Yeah, we'll bring the Royal Rumble with two old buggers battling it out.
In the Rumble.
In the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
They might as well chuck The Undertaker and rugged Ronnie Garvin in there just for good
Khali.
Yeah, just for good measure.
Yeah.
And maybe
and Regal.
And Greg the Hammer Valentine.
And
Brutus
Animal.
And Brutus Beefcake.
Brutus Beefcake and go on, chuck Hulk Hogan in as well.
And Arn Anderson.
Yeah.
Get him in there too.
I'd destroy it.
Arn would in his little Borstal boy shorts.
And his polo shirt.
And his hiking boots.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah.
That's it.
That's about it, boys and girls. Thank you very much for watching. Like we always say, don't forget, if you're not a member of the group, don't forget to check us out on Wrestling Babble. We're a Facebook-based wrestling group. We talk about old wrestling, new wrestling, European wrestling, American wrestling, Japanese wrestling, amateur, indie, and all the WWE in between. We're a group, so fire us an ad. We'll add you to the group. Chuck in some comments, chuck in some discussions. Don't be trolling, because nobody likes a troll. You saw what happened to Gerald Broflovski. Don't let that happen to you just because you don't agree with someone's opinion, because that's dead crap.
Still think drugs are cool.
But we will be back, boys and girls, on is it the 28th?
Something like that.
The back end of January for the Royal Rumble.
The arse end of January.
The arse end, the ring piece of the first month of the year
for
the Royal Rumble, live from San Antonio, Texas.
Yes.
Thank you very much for watching Wrestling Babble. Have a dead good Christmas and a smashing New Year. We'll see you all in 2017. Babble on.
So we're not getting Eva Marie then?